fellow Africans. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kabelo Lioness. This is Creating a Better Africa, episode 7. And thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. We made it. Thank you so much. And I remember I was like, if we can go 1K, we can go 5K, we can go 10K, we can go million. Thank you so much. So for episode 7, what I have for you, it's questions, compliments, comments. I actually opened the slot, the platform on my media platforms that you should ask or you should give a comment or compliment, anything, So it's 3 categories here. I'm just going to be picking up randomly. Like, I didn't put them together like, okay, I shuffled. So I'm just going to be picking randomly. I don't know what's coming first, a question, a comment, or anything, I don't know. And before I start, I want to appreciate and acknowledge Gemstone BNB for hosting us. You should check them out, guys. They provide spa and accommodation. And for more information, you can check on me. That's okay. And I'm going to start. I don't know what's in here. It's a question. Yeah, guys. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel, and what do you hope to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years? Mind you, everything is anonymous. I'm not gonna say who wrote this or anything, right? What inspired me to start a YouTube channel, guys, is because I love talking. I personally love talking. So I actually wanted a space for myself where I can be free, where I can talk, where I can be free with speaking, voicing out, being a voice to or among the Africans. So I was like, okay, what can I do? Then I came to acknowledge that we have YouTube. We have a space where you can control how you even speak, how you voice out. That's when I actually wanted to start creating a YouTube, and I actually want to venture into the orator things. So it's also creating or building a foundation for me to have the eloquent, the projection that I need and everything. So I actually love doing this thing, guys. So what inspired me is speaking. I actually love speaking, and I want to see myself going places with speaking, and what I hope to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years is to create impact, man, like creating a better Africa, Creating impact is just one of the things that I want to do. Hence, I'm saying voicing out. It's one thing that I always wanted to do. So I just want to see impact in masses across Africa. Not even only Africa. As long as there's a country, there's a continent, the universe, the world in broad. So that's what I want to hope to achieve. Like, that's what I want to achieve in future, create impact, create influence, a dominant influence, and also reach 1 million of subscribers, even 1 billion. That's my hope, really, to be the most subscribed YouTuber. Yes, thank you. And then I'm going to have the second one. It's also a question. Why? Okay. Since you're in the creative industry, how are you able to manage the pressure to be like other creatives? Number one, I'm not trying to be like any other creative in the industry, but yes, I admire every creativity that comes and that pops to me, to my face. So this one, I'll just have to say, I'm not trying to be like any other creative, but I admire also the pressure that I get. It's where, like, I feel like I have to give you content, guys, but I'm like, my mind is just not cooperating with me, And also when I'm sure you should, or you realize that I don't give content so frequently, or like, because in July we don't have a content. It's because I do not have control over people that are called to come to my show, and they do that, because I can say we are shooting next week, and when you text the person, they're inconvenienced, they're not able to shoot with us, and you have to sit down and have to look for someone else. So yeah, that's what's putting me a pressure, because I feel like I starve my people, like I starve my subscribers, I starve my fellow Africans with content when I'm not shooting anything. But I really admire every creative person that's out there. I really admire the creative industry so much. I really admire someone and everyone that's just coming out and setting their foot there. I even come to terms with, we shot episode 6, and we spoke about something that the market is saturated, but it doesn't have you. So you shouldn't want to be like anyone. You shouldn't want to have a template. You shouldn't want to be a template, actually. You shouldn't want to be like this other person that's creating a certain content. Just release what's in you. Just let what's inside of you to come out and do what you gotta do, child. If it's telling you to be creative in a certain manner, honor that. If it's telling you to be creative in any other manner, honor that, you know. Yeah, let's go to the next pick. Okay, it's a compliment. Ew. It's the consistency for me. Looking at where you started and where you're headed, I'm immensely inspired by the movement. Thank you so much. Actually, guys, you know this thing. Oh, actually, when you are venturing into anything, I feel like we deserve those people that are just pushing us, those people that are just motivating us to do something, like are motivating us, or they are seeing us. I think for some reason it's actually a signal or any sign that you're actually or probably on the right track. You're probably doing the right thing. That's creating impact. That's influencing. So I really appreciate compliments so much. Everything. Just saying you are good, just saying keep on pushing, that's just a lot. That's just contentment in its form, you know, so that I know, okay, there's people that are really, really looking forward to my content, they're yearning for it. It keeps me going, and I love compliments so much, guys. They overwhelm me, actually. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the next one, yeah, it's a question. Like, don't you feel awkward when we are always looking at you and admiring you? Guys, it fascinates me, honestly, and it humbles me as well because, okay, number one, I'm being admired. You know, I'm doing, like, I'm pushing myself and people see the effort. That's the aha for me. Really, it really captures me and puts me in a contentment space that, okay, baby girl, you gotta push. Baby girl, you gotta accelerate the momentum. Where you were, keep on pushing onwards and higher, you know. So it fascinates me, you admiring me. And actually, you know, such thing is addictive. You actually want to level up. You really want to move high with the momentum of being admired. Like, you don't stop. It's addictive, like I'm saying, but it's healthy because obviously to be admired, you gotta push, you gotta outcage yourself. So I really love doing it here. I love it here so much. So thank you, guys. And we are going for a question. Are you always consistent, or some days you just give in and miss your routine? Yo, consistency. You know, they say the name of the game is consistency. That's so true. But I wouldn't say I'm 100% consistent, but I feel like consistency has to do with your goals. If, let's say, I'm going to give example that, okay, maybe you have to shoot in a month. You have 30 days to, let's say, to do workouts. You have 30 days to do workout and you have a shoot on the 30. You are bound to be consistent because you can't have your belly out in the beginning. Like, you can't afford to be not the way you feel like a person in a beginning should look like. So that's pushing you to be consistent. So I feel like the intention makes you to be consistent. What's your intention? If you know your intention, then it shouldn't be hard for you to be consistent about things that you want. And also, me be creating a better future. I try by all means to be consistent, even though I do not have control over people, me calling people and they showing up at the very exact time. But really, consistency is the key, guys. Start with the intention. What's your intention? If you know the intention, if the intention is to reach a lot of a thing that you want, then you're bound to be consistent. You can't afford not to because you know that results are always fascinating. Yes, being in the process, going out, waking up, going to the field, it's not easy. But always, you must check. Whatever that you do, it's hard to start. But when you are in it, that's where you feel like, oh, I actually enjoy this. Actually, I'm glad that I got to partake in it. So, guys, consistency is very important. So, for me, with the goals that I want to achieve, that's where I'm consistent at. If I know I have to do this thing in a particular or at a particular time, I am bound to be consistent. I'm bound to be consistent. So, look at the intention. What's your intention? That's where you find consistency. So, yeah, it's a compliment. You always serve us with exquisite content, Boss Lady. Thank you, guys. You know, every year, one thing about me, I'll have a name, guys. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Boss Lady, you heard that, right? I'm a Boss Lady. This is a question. What inspires or inspired your content? What inspires or inspired your content? I think impact, man. Me wanting to create impact inspired me. me wanting to create influence inspired me. So I was like, you know, if I have to talk about how creating a better Africa came by, I remember the very first time I had a shoot was in September last year, and I remember I actually called Mr. Alfred the Uber. Shout out to you, bro. I called him. I was like, bro, I want you to shoot me. Like, I want to have a shoot with you, but I want you to ask me questions. And then we had to discuss it. He sent me the skeleton and everything. So I remember before we could start, a host would, before they started, be like, okay, guys, welcome to this and this. This is what. So he had to ask me, like, what's this? Is it crazy? We had two names before, actually. I had two names, and I had to decide from that. And I remember I paused for a little bit, and then I was like, no, it's creating a better Africa. So he did that. That was the first video that I shot, and I fell in love with this name, and I realized that, okay, creating a better Africa is what I wanna create. It's what I wanna impact. It's what I wanna partake into. That's what inspired me. And my talking thing also, I'm talking, so okay, let's create a better Africa, being vocal wise, being heard. I love being heard. Another thing, I love being heard. And if you can hear me, even if it's one person getting that compliment, not even getting it, if I can see this is a lot of people that it has accessed, I know there's one person that definitely that had me, you know. So yeah, that's what inspired me. My talking thingy, loving to create impact and influenced me. It inspired me. And also other muse, I actually, creating a better Africa, my content, we do not yet have muse, but I love what McG is doing. I love what Visitembe Gwayo is doing. I love what a lot of people are doing in terms of speaking out, in terms of bringing out consciousness to the world, bringing out consciousness, motivation, growth talks. That's a beautiful thing to watch and to witness. So yes, yeah. We have a question. Do you think the youth of South Africa are ready for the fourth industrial revolution? You know, we have to start with the government, the regime, our leadership. Are they ready for the fourth industrial revolution? Because it's more like a parent and a child thingy. The parent, if he's not ready for something, how is the kid ready for it? So, but personally, I feel like we are not ready. I feel like there's a lot that's lacking, even in terms of skills. You know, everything needs a skill. Whatever that comes, even if a problem comes, it needs a skill. Even if it's something good comes, to be sparked, to elevate, we need a skill, you know. So if you check in our infrastructures, our skills, we are not really competent, and I think we are not ready. But this should be an awakening to the government and everyone to just to start looking forward to putting out resources out there so that we can be ready. Because if you can imagine the retrenchment that's going to partake in the banking sector, it's just going to be a lot. And if we are not, from education sector, if we are not provided with efficient skills to come and complement the fourth industrial revolution, then we are not going to cope or manage. That's where we're going to have a lot of distress. We're going to have a lot of things that are not going so well, even economically. So we are not ready, but I hope we're going to be ready. I hope we're going to be ready. So guys, I'm going to be going for a break. I feel like, I need water. I actually need juice to go for a break. So please give me a minute and then I'm going to come back. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. This is still Kabelo Lioness, and we're still on Creating a Better Africa episode 7. And we're still at Gemstone BNB. Please check them out. Shout out to them. I'm coming from the break. I needed to quench my thirst, guys. Pardon me. So we're still on comments, questions, compliments. So let's just continue from where we left off. This is a compliment. I just want to say, keep going with the passion and tenacity. Your future looks very bright. You're definitely going far. Oh, man. You guys are very sweet. You guys are very sweet and overwhelming. I really appreciate it. Like I said, for every creative or everyone who's going out for themselves, who's actually putting their self, the feet on themselves, putting the pressure, putting the work and everything. They deserve such people. So I really don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly that you really take your time, those seconds, those minutes to just send me something. I really need these things, and I thank you so much. It's more like an injection for strength. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And this is a question. What was your main reason behind creating a better Africa? And what are you planning to reach? I'm facing the management that asked me this question, guys. Okay. Like I'm saying, I've loved creating impact, and I've loved making impact and influencing. And I love speaking. So those things, when I had to combine them, like I actually mentioned about my first shoot when I had with the Uber, right? So I had to come up with something that's bringing out consciousness. So I was like, no, I'm much more of a person that's continental and not country-wise. So if I'm continental, then I'm in Africa. So let's create a better Africa. Let's be conscious about matters. Let's be awakened. Let's be awake, so that's what inspired me, or the main reason why I created a better Africa. Like I started creating a better Africa because I had to know what it did. I didn't feel limited in starting it, because I can actually say I do growth talks, I do motivation, I do consciousness, everything that's bringing out what to do, or anything that has to do with bettering a better continent. That's the main reason. And what are you planning to reach? Man, I'm planning to reach the masses. I'm planning to create impact, to reach 1 million of people who hear my voice, and the confident and everything. Being awake and creating impact is my mandate. Yeah, it's my mandate. So I really want to reach everyone. I really want to reach everyone's heart, and I really want to create impact. I really want to influence them in a way that's just powerful, in a way that's just giving them no choice but to be better, to do better. You can do better, and it has to start with yourself. So if you are willing to do better with yourself, then you have to put the influence on others to do better with themselves. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to reach. I'm planning to reach the masses and continue forging the influence on them, continue creating much impact on them. Yes. And this is a question: what stimulates your growth? My intention. Things that I intend to do compels me to grow. I have no choice but to grow. Like, I have no choice but to move out of comfort spaces, So what really stimulates my growth is the intention. Once you have the intention of doing something, you know what it takes to do that thing. So once you know what it takes to do that thing, you are compelled. You are forced to move out of things that are not profitable for your growth, are not profitable for what do I need to attain that, So that stimulates my growth is my intention of growing, my intention of wanting to reach certain goals, certain aspirations. I know that I can't grow, I can't reach that if I'm lukewarm, if I'm in one space that's not bettering me or doing anything. So, and when it comes to my growth, I'm very sensitive. Like, it's very personal, but dearly, I really love growth. I admire growth. Even if you check on my YouTube, when you click Linus, you see growth talks there. Like, I've always loved growth. I remember I had to put out this quote. I was like, growth is painfully beautiful, And that felt true for me. It felt actually divine because, growing is not easy. Sometimes you encounter things that are just going to put pain, but they are beautiful at the end. Like, it's so divine. Yeah, it's so divine. And it's a beautiful thing for everyone to just master. Like, you can't, if you want to be a CEO of something, you can't stay here and anticipate to be there. You have to, there are things that it takes you to reach that blueprint, to reach that benchmark, and that's growth involved. That's a living comfort zone, because one thing about comfort zone, it's either comfort zone or growing. The two cannot be mingling together. So yeah, I love growth, guys. I love growth, and I hope for more growth in my life. Yes. This is a question again. How much is a full body massage at Gemstone? Okay. They start from as little as 250, guys. You can imagine that. Like, it's so reasonable, and really, it's worth it. It's worth your coins, Sana. It's worth your coins. Please just come here and wanna lay down, get rejuvenated. We all deserve some rejuvenations in our lives because we go through a lot, work, everything, So yeah, you need the rejuvenation. And guys, this is for you all. This answer is for you all. Please check Gemstone out, and you can contact them at 065-869-1277. Please tell them that I referred you. Shout out to Gemstone B&B. You all are doing an amazing job for our health. Yeah. This is a question. Oh, guys, so many questions. I mean, I love compliments, okay? How do you get the people you invite over to your show, and what's your category? DM, guys. I sent a DM. Yeah, so far, a lot of people that I've invited, have spoken with. I've got them via DM. But also, it's either a DM or I'm DMing you, you don't respond to my DM. Next morning, you'll find me at your office. One thing about me, if I need you in the space, I'm going to make sure that you come to the space, right? Yeah, so it's DMs, and also go to you if you're not reachable on the DMs, because really, you really can say, this people or this person doesn't want to come to my show because you sent a DM. It's not enough. People are very busy. So just go there, knock on the door, tell them this is what you're doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to achieve, this is why you are needed in this, right? So that's what I do. I do DMs and knock at the door. And I also appreciate it when I find people keen about what I'm doing, and they're like, yo, sure, we are in it. Come, let's do this thing. I really appreciate the guests that I've had so much. I've had so far. So I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate, and please, guys, when I send you those DMs, don't ignore me. Please respond to my DMs, okay? And what's your category? Okay. Are you conscious? What are you doing with your life, and what are you hoping to achieve? What have you done so far? That's my category. Like, I look at such things. People that are consciousness about bettering continent. And yeah, very people they are not written, I'm very conscious, but you can tell this person is moving in a lane. Like, the movement they are facilitating is very influencing, it's very powerful. So that's where I come in as like, no, we'd like to have you on the show. I know you are very you are a paragon in growth, you are a paragon in business, you are a paragon in politics, you are a paragon in consciousness. That's what that's my category, guys. Like, being conscious, being awakened to your continent, awakened to your surrounding, your ecosystem. That's what make me DM you. Okay? Yeah. Also, what's here? Let me check. It's a question. How was the transition from school to business? Which one is better? None. None is better, guys. None is better. Because, I think it has to do with whatever that you want to achieve. One thing you must know is whatever that you want to achieve, there's always going to be an ache. There's always going to be a pain somewhere. Like, you have to walk through it to get to where you want. So I feel like it's not even it's not even supposed to be better. It's just supposed to be worth it. It's just supposed to be divine for you. Like, I'm actually going there and I have to go through this. It's fine. Let it grow me. Let it do whatever that it needs to do, as long as I'm growing and I'm reaching my targets. So none is better. But what I'll say is, do what you love and go for it fully. Like, if you have a qualification that you aspire, like, you look, okay, I want to be a doctor, I have to do this, go for it. I don't think doctors will come and tell you it's easy. Like, none. And it's not supposed to be easy, honestly, and it's not even supposed to be better. What matters is, are you creating impact? Is it inside of you? Like, do you feel like this is what I need to unleash to people, like, in terms of a career, in terms of profession, in terms of a vocation, like, in terms of orator vocation? Do you want to achieve this? Do you want to create impact? Do you want to do this and that? So none is supposed to be better, guys. So do what's gotta be done, work hard, show up for yourself, show up for the masses, show up for everyone that's looking up to you and everything. Yeah. A compliment. You are going far, my love. Keep on shining. I'm proud of you. Thank you, sis. I had to say sis because y'all had my love and might assume some things that I don't know this. So it's my sister who wrote this for me. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it, and amen. Amen. These things are really, yeah. Okay, we're magneting each other. This is a question. How do you manage your mental health? yo, allow me to be spiritual about this. My prayer, like prayer keeps me sane, guys. Like I can't really say working out, doing this, no. But being a prayerful person keeps me sane. Like I'm really able to cope with matters because maybe I have a certain routine for me when I pray. Even if some things don't go well for me that day, but immediately I start closing the door and everything just is smooth, is silenced, is serene. It's just me meditating and praying. That's where I get my sanity. That's how I manage my mental health. So yeah, that's routine. This routine, it's kind of a lifestyle thing. I can't even say it's a routine. It's my lifestyle. You know, that's what keeps me sane. Praying, feeding my soul. Like I feed my mouth with food, my stomach. I feed my soul, and that's just perfect. It's the best thing that I actually do for myself by praying and being sane. Oh, shout out to God, guys. Hey, this is the last question. Ugh, yeah. Work ethic. Uchaka energy, sweetie. Guys, Amara, where do I take energy? Where do I take energy? This is so funny because, wow, the sweetie part, I love everything about this question, but honestly, we have aspirations, man. We have goals. We want to reach somewhere. We want to be somewhere one day. We want to create impact. We want to be somewhere in life, you know, so you are compelled to work. If you check these other people that are working, other paragons that are working, are leveling up, are accelerating momentum, are retaining momentum, they work so hard. They work very hard. I remember this other quote says, sleep is for the rich. I actually find it, I don't know if I should say sarcastic or anything, because if you check those people, they don't even sleep. They don't even have time to even sleep. There's no time. So like, who am I to sleep, guys? Nah, so like, yeah, work ethic. I think things that I want to attain in life, I'm compelled to work. And also, like I said, it has to do, you know, man is mind. So if your mind is not in a good space, it's really hard to function. It's really hard to be yourself. It's really hard to pull yourself up. So hence I'm saying I have to put that 1 year how do you manage your mental health into my work ethic. Being sane mentally, it's everything. Once you're sane mentally in the mind, you are really able to quench a lot of things. You're really able to go for goals. You're really able to work whatever that you want to attain. You know it's out there. You know. I remember someone saying, "What you want is out there. So don't compromise or don't do anything." So yeah, that's the work. That's where the work ethic comes in. It's there, but you have to work for it. It's there. It's true. What you want is out there. So you have to work for that. So once I'm saying, guys, I'm able to work. Like, so thank you for the compliment. It means you can see my work ethic and I love it. Thank you so much, guys. What's this? Yeah, they are finished. And thank you guys for the questions. Thank you so much. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends to tell their friends to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let's create a better Africa together. I'll see you in the next episode, and that is episode 8.